You bought my mom's book?
Yeah. It's on the recommended reading list for my psychology class.
Come on, not that book. It's got like every horrible story from my childhood in it.
Oh.
The Big Bang Theory is getting a new spin-off after young Sheldon failed to fully capture the spirit of the original series. While young Sheldon focused on Sheldon's childhood, it struggled to maintain its connection to the parent show, with the plot shifting towards an ensemble cast and creating some inconsistencies with the Big Bang Theory's established continuity. Now, Chuck Lorre is developing a new spin-off centered around Stuart Bloom, played by Kevin Sussman, which aims to preserve the original show's legacy more effectively. This new project is seen as a more fitting follow-up to The Big Bang Theory, as it taps into Stewart's relatively unexplored background and ties to the Pasadena gang. The Big Bang Theory is finally getting a proper spin-off after young Sheldon's failure. The Big Bang Theory is finally getting a proper spin-off after young Sheldon failed to stick to its premise as its original offshoot. In 2017, Chuck Lorre and Bill Prade's sitcom launched its very first expansion series that tackled Sheldon's childhood. Born out of Jim Parsons' character constantly sharing anecdotes from Texas, young Sheldon debuted Ian Armitage's version of the character and the rest of the Coopers. While it didn't quite get to be as popular as its parent series, it managed to keep the universe going for 5 more years after The Big Bang Theory ended. To take advantage of The Big Bang Theory's popularity, CBS launched Young Sheldon. Set to function as the origin story for the beloved socially inept genius, the first few seasons of the series focused on his childhood in Medford, Texas, as he navigated school, the community, and even his family. While Armitage played the young prodigy, Parsons' older iteration did the narration that bookended almost every episode. Despite that, however, there was still a big disconnect between young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory. Now, however, Lorre is finally coming up with a proper offshoot to his nerd-centric comedy. Chuck Lorre is developing a Stewart-centric The Big Bang Theory spin-off. Before Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, there were already reports that Lorre was developing The Big Bang Theory spin-off. Work on the project was kept under wraps, with details about it only coming to light in late 2024. The new show will see Kevin Sussman return as Stuart Bloom as he spearheads the new show. Ideally, someone from the main cast fronting a follow-up show would be ideal, but between his close ties to the Pasadena gang and relatively unexplored background, Stuart is the next best thing to lead a new show. Why young Sheldon failed to become a proper The Big Bang Theory offshoot. While plot specifics about RT's The Big Bang Theory spin-off are still under wraps, it's already shaping up to be a better spin-off than young Sheldon ended up being. Granted that the prequel tackled the origin story of the flagship's most popular character, it didn't take long before it outgrew its premise and became an ensemble. That isn't exactly a bad thing, however. Some of young Sheldon's best episodes were when the whole Cooper family was involved. Over time, the rest of Sheldon's clan also got their respective compelling arcs. That being said, looking at it as purely a The Big Bang Theory spin-off, it broke away from its parent show, both intentionally and unintentionally, that it's almost an entirely separate series. Proof of this was the petition for young Sheldon to fully abandon the established continuity. That would have included scrapping George's death. While Lorre didn't do this, it's worth noting that young Sheldon created many plot inconsistencies that it could have been set in an alternate reality. Stewart's The Big Bang Theory spin-off will have a better chance of preserving the mothership's legacy without compromising its storytelling. Big Bang Theory fans need to watch this mini reunion between Amy and Bernadette. After keeping audiences entertained as the sweet and sassy Bernadette Rostenkowski-Wolowitz for a decade in the pop culture phenomenon The Big Bang Theory, actress Melissa Rauch continued her impressive sitcom run with the revival of the popular 80s series Night Court, which she both stars in and executive produces. In the modern-day reimagining, Rauch appears as Judge Abby Stone, who heads to New York City to serve as the magistrate for Manhattan's criminal court, a position formerly held by her late father Harry Stone, original sitcom star Harry Anderso. Night Court is currently in its third season and has emerged as a must-see sitcom for viewers, and in the January 14, 2025 episode, Rauch was sensationally reunited with her former TBBT co-star Mayim Bialik, in which the Blossom icon portrays a side-splitting, exaggerated version of herself as she is forced to appear in Abby's court to settle a dispute. Let's take a closer look at the sitcom and what went into the pair wholesomely sharing the screen once again. The Big Bang Theory's fan favorites epically team up. After sharing the screen for over a decade in the juggernaut TV sensation The Big Bang Theory as the sassy microbiologist Bernadette Rostenkowski-Wolowitz and quirky neuroscientist Amy Farrah Fowler, Melissa Rauch and Mayim Bialik made their epic reunions 6 years after the hit show's conclusion in the sitcom Night Court. In the popular revival of the 80s original series, Rauch stars as Judge Abby Stone, the daughter of the late Harry Stone, Harry Anderson, who takes on the role of magistrate for Manhattan Criminal Court's night shift, following in her beloved father's footsteps and assuming the position he once held. Original Night Court star John Larroquette reprises his role as Dan Fielding, Harry's best friend who comes back to act as a public defender in Abby's court, joining other colorful characters like the vivacious bailiff Donna Gerges-Gergenis, Lacretta, and devious former career criminal-turned-district judge Julianne Walters, Wendy Malick. The revival is currently in its third season and has attracted positive praise for its delightful performances and wonderfully zany humor, while earning appreciation for capturing the heart of its predecessor. Rauch was reunited with her former co-star Bialik in the January 14, 2025 episode aptly titled Mayim Worst Enemy. In the wholesome and heartwarming episode, actress Mayim Bialik arrives in court in order to solve a dispute from a restaurant, much to the delight of her superfan Abby, with the duo becoming fast friends and making the judge's Blossom dreams come true. When Mayim becomes a bit too clingy and exhibits borderline stalker behavior, Abby and the rest of the Night Court crew begin to grow uneasy and set out to confront the unhinged TV star, leading to a side-splitting grand finale. Fans can't get enough of the Big Bang Theory mini-reunion. The wildly entertaining episode is jam-packed full of references to both the Big Bang Theory as well as Blossom, and not only did it reunite Rauch with Bialik, but it also brought the former Jeopardy! Host back together with her TV dad from the John Larroquette show. Rauch had easily convinced her TBBT co-star to guest star in an episode of Night Court, pitching her the playful premise of Abby being a massive Blossom fan and encouraging the actress to play an exaggerated version of herself. Rauch raved about Bialik and told TV Insider, "It was so incredibly special getting to be reunited and work with Mayim again. She's such a consummate comedic pro who was so game for taking this character in any direction we imagined." Both Rauch and Bialik joined The Big Bang Theory during its third season.